This blower belt connects the crankshaft to the blower. And that connection is extremely important because if the blower doesn't turn, you don't have any horsepower. Joey's like that at the racetrack because he connects people to God through the core ministry. I go to the racetrack, Joey's there, I pray with him before I make my run, and he ties God into my life on a fairly often basis.
You know, I like to think of it like this. I say often that we're all missionaries as we go about life. But one thing I like to say is people in our lives ought to have an advantage in coming to know Jesus because they know us. And I think that's what Joey does is he takes Jesus to the track.
He does.
People who aren't in church on a regular basis or maybe aren't being discipled on a regular basis have an advantage in knowing and growing in Jesus because they know Joey.
My name is Joey Keith, and we have a ministry called Core Ministry, which is a racing outreach ministry. This is the 15th year that we have been doing this essentially full-time, and we have been with First Baptist Church Broken Arrow since 2024, and they have been highly supportive since 2010. I've been in the racing world my whole life, so this would be the 40th year that I've just been hanging out at the racetrack and doing different things from working out there and racing and now doing ministry. We felt a calling in 2008 to take church to the racetrack and had a meeting with Robbie and Pastor Nick. We had breakfast one morning and I poured out my heart and Pastor Nick said, "Man, I have no idea what that is, but I'm all in." And I've never forgot that moment, that conversation that we had. And the church has always been there. It's been supportive of us. Anything that I've had an issue with or concern about, they've been there, they've responded. And it's just been a huge blessing for us to be able to go out and take church to the racetrack and to serve and love on the people that don't always have a church home. They're at the racetrack for 40 weeks a year, and we want to be that for them. Well, I think of greater still. I think of just a continuation of ministry and allowing our ministry and others to continue to go out and share. It just helps us to know that there's someone behind us that allows us to go and do and go and serve in such a way to fulfill the Great Commission. And it brings peace, it brings comfort to us, it brings, we're proud to be able to go and do what God has called us to do. And to have the church, the Greater Still movement behind us is something that we don't take lightly. We're honored to be part of it. And going forward, it's going to be lasting for us in this ministry.